So what is a Part D in Medicare? Well, that's your prescription drug medication, and it's generally managed by a formulary within the insurance company that's providing your prescription drug medication. Now, why is it important to activate Part D through Medicare when you become eligible? Because Medicare says if you do not activate your Part D on time as you're eligible, they will assess a 1% penalty per month of the average national cost for prescription drug medication. And right now, that's about $35 a month. So it would be a small assessment. However, it's done on a monthly basis and it continues until your Part D is activated. So it's important to activate that on time. And there's some plans that you can find that are very low cost for your medication. And there's some plans that are even zero cost for your medication. So it's just finding the right plan that matches for your particular needs at the time. Part D penalties do go on in perpetuity. So that means they do not stop. So when you do need prescription medications, if you have not activated it, not only will it be the cost of the prescription medication at the time that you do activate it, you will have those late penalties attached to that as well. And that could be very expensive. So it's important to assess that. So the truth of the matter on prescription drugs is that the cost of those prescription drugs has been tightened up by regulation, and the insurance companies are now fighting back by changing the way the formulary treats the prescription drugs. So a couple of years ago, the maximum out of pocket for prescription drug cost was $8,000. Well, that was bankrupting people, and changes took place. The regulation said no more than $2,000 maximum out of pocket any calendar year. And then this year, that went up for inflation, of course, up to $2,100. But the fight back from the insurance companies, the pushback, is to change the formulary by raising the tier from your medication that might have been on tier 2 to raise it to tier 3 or 2-4. That's going to put the cost way up. Additionally, they may take it out of the formulary completely. You do not want to wait until this happens and your medication has been taken out of a formulary and you get a surprise. You want to get an annual review on your formulary. This is what we do. We take a look at what is happening with your current situation with your prescription drug medications, what is happening within the industry, and which plan has your medications at a reasonable cost, at a reasonable tier. And that matching just takes a little bit of time for us to do that research. Give us a shot to take a chance to see if we can find the correct solution. There's been changes that have made and new medications have been brought on board, and those medications and their cost have been brought down considerably to make it more reasonable and more cost efficient. Finding those particular plans that have that cost efficiency is what I do. I spend my time looking at those formularies and getting to know each one of those medications to see which ones are most cost effective.